In today's episode, I day hike on the Virginia Creeper Trail. But before I cover the trail, I have a couple of updates for you. In order to share some of my photos taken on the trail during my hikes, I have created an Instagram account and will strive to upload a few photos after each episode. My Instagram account name is Goosa Hikin. That's GOOSEAHIKIN. So if you're interested in photos for a specific episode, you will be able to find them posted there. Also, in the last episode, I hiked the Awendaw Passage of the Palmetto Trail in South Carolina. 2 days after my hike, Hurricane Ian made landfall very near the trail. I suspect that the trail probably incurred some damage, but I don't know that for sure. Palmetto conservation seems to be incredibly well organized, so it's likely that if any mess was created, it has already been cleaned up. But if you plan to hike that passage, you might want to look into that first. The Virginia Creeper National Recreation Trail is located in the southern mountains of Virginia. It is a 34.3-mile multi-use trail that was created by converting an abandoned rail line. It's a very popular and well-known trail, having been inducted into the 2014 Rails to Trails Conservancy's Hall of Fame. A link to information on the trail, as well as the Virginia Creeper Trail Conservancy, can be found in the episode description. The history of the trail is quite interesting. According to the USDA, the trail started as a Native American footpath. It was then used by European pioneers, including Daniel Boone. In the late 1800s, work began to build a rail line on what is now the trail. The initial goal of building the railroad line in such a remote and mountainous area was to service the timber industry. It later also served as a passenger line. While various rail companies had ownership of the line over the years, it was ultimately owned by the Norfolk and Western Railroad Company. The nickname the Virginia Creeper comes from both the slow speed at which the train climbs some of the steep grades, as well as a native plant that grows in the area. In the 1970s, declining demand and poor economics caused the rail line to be abandoned. In 1977, removal of the track and conversion to a trail began. The trail can be easily accessed in the towns of Abington and Damascus, Virginia. The Appalachian Trail also goes through Damascus. While the trail is both a foot trail and a bicycle trail, it is particularly popular with bicyclists, as there is a 17-mile stretch of the trail running from White Top Station to Damascus that is mostly downhill. My hike was not planned in advance. I happened to be driving on the Interstate 81 going through Abington and made a spur-of-the-moment decision to take a short hike. At the Abington trailhead, there's an office run by the Conservancy, as well as the last steam locomotive that serviced the line. I didn't have a lot of time, so I only hiked a couple of miles. It was on a weekend, so the trail was incredibly busy with hikers and bikers. The condition of the trail was excellent. Finely crushed gravel that was well maintained. The area I hiked was very flat. It passed by a few farms, so I saw and smelled horses and cows. It also passed close by some neighborhoods, much like a greenway. I think the locals use it as a greenway. Why wouldn't they? I saw people of all ages and physical conditions enjoying the trail on that cool autumn day, including an elderly woman using a cane. While I only hiked a small section of the trail, I suspect that the trail is in good repair the entire length given the heavy usage. I'm confident that the more mountainous section of the trail is more challenging. But given the fact that it's built entirely on a former rail line, the inclines can only be so steep. It does not seem that the trail is designed for backpackers, as I could find no readily available campsites in my research. The length of the trail makes it too long to cover in a day hike for most of us, but it makes for a great short section day hike. It's also my understanding that there are fantastic views in the higher elevations. In conclusion, I think this trail makes for an easy day hike if you happen to be near the towns of Abington or Damascus in southwest Virginia. A final thought. Enjoying the great outdoors is exciting and fun, but don't engage in strenuous physical activities that are beyond your capabilities or your physical condition. Make sure you know what wildlife you may encounter on your journey so you can be prepared. Also make sure that you carry an emergency medical kit, water, and a map. And always stay on the trail.